You have to understand the challenges associated with any program which is not 100% funded by government. Okay, it's a public-private partnership program, the first of its kind in the state of Meghalaya. And then the state of Meghalaya was very highly appreciated, rather applauded by the then not finance, the planning commission for this kind of initiative. Because the idea is that, okay, if you have any potential investor who is willing to come and participate with the government, you explore the possibilities. In addition to whatever resources you have, you top it up with the investment coming from the investors who has such investable reserve and who are interested to partner with the government. So it was designed, and this is one of the, I must say, success story to showcase a project under PPP mode. It's a different story that the project hasn't taken off. Now I know one thing, that the project took little time because of the shifting of the chest hospital from the designated location where the medical college was to be established. Now you also have to look at the proximity of that hospital to civil hospital, and based on that we wanted to utilize that land, and now that land has become almost in the heart of the city. Therefore, in the fitness of things, we felt it quite justifiable to have the chest hospital shifted somewhere else where you have better air to breathe. Because when you're treating patients who require long-term treatment, who are supposed to have a long hospitalization, you cannot expect a patient suffering from tuberculosis to be surrounded by an area which has polluted air to breathe. They must get fresh air to breathe for faster recovery. So we, from that scientific aspect, also decided it must be shifted at one point or other. So what is the land available? Does the size of the land qualifies for any medical college to be established as per the norm given by the then Medical Council of India? So it qualified. So we identified this land as the land where this hospital under PPP mode shall be established along with medical college. Somehow or other, that construction of the TB hospital in New Township in Maudyangdiam took time, resultant delay. But it doesn't mean that you should self-opt the program. Now, what is the reason behind the decision of the government to resign this agreement? I am yet to know. We have to ask the government. What is the reason? Do they have any alternative plan? And will that alternative plan enable the state to have a medical college sooner than the medical college if we don't resign this agreement? Those are questions which need to be answered by the government. But in respect of Chura Medical College, after we had gone ahead with this Shillong Medical College on PPP mode, when the then Union Minister for Health and Family Welfare, Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad, came for inauguration of that the undergraduation part of NEGRIMS, which was not in the original program. NEGRIMS was only for post-graduation. Subsequent to our engagement with Government of India agreed to further strengthen NEGRIMS with MBBS courses as well, then subsequently with nursing courses as well. So these were overall follow-up development that took place in as far as NEGRIMS is concerned. So when he came, we discussed about how the existing hospitals of the government, you have hospitals everywhere. Every state has government hospitals. You have civil hospital here. Now this civil hospital is how many bedded? We kept on increasing it, 300 to 400, 400 to 500. Now it is, I think, 500 plus. Okay. So you already have this infrastructure which is capable of providing what is required for a medical college as a teaching hospital. We call it teaching hospital. So if you already have medical college which can be used or leveraged upon as a teaching hospital for a new medical college, why don't we use this? So that you don't have to spend so much of money again. You will have to spend only for the administrative block, academic block, and other quarters and other necessary infrastructure. So this issue was discussed since he was also chief minister earlier prior to taking over as a union minister of health and family. He immediately understood, Mukul, I know this is a brilliant thing, and then I will go and work on. So immediately after 2 months, he informed me, Sangma sir, this is what we are trying to do, as you have done. Give us the name, but give us a name where you don't have any medical college yet, because the program that was initiated by Government of India was that supporting the states to establish a medical college in the districts where there is no medical college. Okay. Now, since we have negatives and since we were about to have expected lines, that PPP mode, we were very happy that we could close that whole agreement on PPP mode to establish a medical college in Shillong. So therefore we said, okay, after this maybe another one will come.